What we doing, Maddie?
Chilling at the gas station.
Where are we going?
Gatlinburg!
2017. Woo, woo, woo.
You're elected. She wants that one. She wants that one. Get out of here. She wants that one. She wants that one. Get out of here. Wait, no. We're not going to touch it. What are you doing?
Why you
the egg. Look, right there. Look, the one that's the one that's
in the middle?
Just grab one. Oh yeah, they cheat, bro. We didn't feel.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I did that on purpose.
What's our question? Oh yeah! Oh!
Jesus said, "Come." So Peter got out of the boat and walked on the water and came to Jesus. But when he saw the wind, he was afraid. Everything about what Peter does, it's so familiar because we get distracted by things that are really, really insignificant sometimes. Like the silliest things. And it's so funny because if you think about who God is and who God proclaims to be, God says, hey, I have created all things. I know all the stars by name. I knew Elijah. I know Corinthian. I know Ethan. I know all of you. And before you were even born, I knew the number of hairs on your head. Don't make any jokes. I know that I don't have it, okay? I know somebody was thinking it. And so we know this to be God, and we know how big He is, but we treat Him as if we're not really sure if He's going to do the things that He says. And it's so silly because if there's anybody who's going to follow through on promises, it's going to be the one who created everything, who knows everything. But He's the one that we struggle to trust so much. So much. But I know that if God calls you to something, He is going to see you all the way through it. But what was Peter's mistake? Peter's mistake is not that he didn't do what God told him to do, it's that he took his eyes off the one who told him to do.
Trust you, Jesus, I will trust you. I will trust you.
our hands in the back. You don't have to wait until you get old and go to heaven in order to experience the presence of Jesus right now. He wants you to enjoy life in the fullness of it. He wants you to have joy. Jesus wants you to have good things. Do you know that? There will be moments in life that are going to be enticing, and you want to know what? They're going to be fun for the moment. There's going to be some things that you can get into in this life that are going to satisfy while you're doing them. But once they're over, you're going to need to keep going back to it because it's not going to be enough. It's never going to be enough. Because you are trying to fill your heart with something that it is not made to be filled with. Only Jesus can do it.
Oh, how he loves us. Oh, how he loves us. Oh, how he loves.
He doesn't need a break from you. He doesn't need time to cool off. He doesn't need time to get over it. When your parents are like, just give me a little bit, I'll talk to you after dinner. That's not how God operates. The instant that you make a mistake, God is hot after your trail. Where are you at? I'm trying to find you because I know what you're feeling, and that's not what I do. You don't need to feel that shame. I'm looking for you because I want to find you. Oh, how he loves us. It's oh, how he cares about us. As long as you live from the premise of what you are doing for God, you will always live in frustration. Because what you do for God will never be enough to earn God's love for you. You don't need to do anything for God's love. It's already there in full. All of the love that you can demand for God, that you try to get from your religious acts, it's already available to you. And it's not because of what you do, it's because of what He's done.
This is amazing grace. This is unfailing love. That you would take my place. That you would bear my cross.
That you've got difficulty in your life does not mean that God can use you. On the contrary, it means that God wants to use you. The fact that you've got difficulty and that you've gone through some stuff and that you know what it's like to face some stuff, you've got a story to tell. You've got a story to tell people about the goodness and the faithfulness of God. The fact that you have gone through something difficult means that He can use your story. The fact that you were broken, that you were lonely, that you were hurting, that you were in a broken family, that you were facing difficulty, that you experienced loss, whatever it is, it's part of your story. God can use it to change the world through you. To do it. Imagine what Grace Youth would look like. Imagine what Morganfield, Kentucky would look like if 24 people who sat in a room in Gatlinburg, who had a story to tell, told their story, and they influenced change in their world. Imagine what that would look like. Imagine the lives of the people that you can bring about change. I don't care how confident they seem or how happy they seem. People are hurting on the inside. You can be the bridge that gets people from hurt to whole. You can be the bridge that gets people from shame, from condemnation to a life in Jesus. You can lay your life down so that people could walk across. You know what a bridge is, right? You lay your life down. You say, I'm going to lay my life. I'm going to do something nice. I'm going to tell somebody my story. I'm going to use my words. I'm going to influence the people around me so that I can be a bridge to get people from hurting to Jesus, so that people will understand that they can live a life worth living.
undergarments.
Reed, say hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, give me, bro. Give me again.
What's going on, YouTube? It's Quaylo and
It's
Ethan here.
YouTube? It's YouTube?
It's YouTube.
It's YouTube.
What's going on, YouTube?